that a peer of mine can say that their parents are even still committed to the knot that they tied. But as for those who grew up in a single-parent home, living completely apart from the donor of the other half of the 23 pairs of chromosomes, what is now a full-grown bundle of purpose, I can only imagine the questions that they would have had, like, for a son. Gazing upon the cheeks of his well-aged mother, noticing that the shape of her jaws do not match his and that her eyes, as beautiful as they are, do not reflect his own when he looks in photographs, I imagine that in his adolescent youth he would ask her, do I look like my father? Mama, I know that it's been a long time, but tell me, can you remember, do I walk like him? And then when he grows older, he will have hoped to be what his definition of a better man is than him. And for a daughter, broken-hearted by yet another, I wonder if she ever ponders on whether it is the same thoughts and remorse and areas that she fell short that caused her father to leave her mother. I wonder if she is ever curious about what traits cross gender lines to make it past the volume of space and time between them, because she knows that it has at least a little to do with the woman that she is today. I grew up with both parents around. And in case you were wondering, no, they did not stay bound to their marital vows, but they each managed to be in my life, using what they've learned to teach me and using their own respective methods to reach me. And so there are some questions about myself that they would never have to answer, because I have studied and known their characters like an academic looking for the inexpensive cure for cancer. And still, if I were to give them a chance asking to open your blue books and give me a thorough explanation for the masses of rapidly dividing discontentment inside of me, their love-driven answers would be enlightening, and still the finiteness of their knowledge would inevitably fail me, leaving me the same questions and still needing answers. And now I am intrigued because you said that before you formed me in my mother's womb, you knew me, so riddle me this. Why? Why can I sit in a room with 10,000 familiar faces and still feel as if I am in solitude? How? How do you expect me to believe that there is discernment in me if everything that I discern, as valid as it may be, feels like judgment and merely assumption? What on your green earth were you thinking when you created me? Because I can fret for hours over how I just might have made someone feel it. I notice that it creates a cobblestone avenue of self-righteousness when I see that a person has no regards for their effects on another human being. So what is this conflict inside of me? Because I am torn three ways into the woman that you want me to be, the woman that I think I am, and the woman that I am afraid to become. So now who am I? And why do I worry so much about pride? So much that I am compelled to think that it would be best if I thought lowly of myself. It causes me to fear greatness, yet why do I think so greatly of myself when we both know that the time spent thinking could have been used for meditation on your word? I am coming to you because you say that you are my father. I am aware that I have fallen because I feel drenched in my own mess and tormented by my thoughts, and now I am unsure of who I am, and I cannot be sure if I ever knew, because every time I think or thought I got an idea, you throw in something new, and I'm just supposed to trust you. Well, I guess you can see that I am unfit to be used by you. I do not have the balance that it takes, and my line of trust, it has breaks, and oftentimes I feel fake repenting before you as if I know that I will never hurt you again. And then on top of that, I can talk to your people, but I cannot love them like you can. I can understand them, but I cannot put into words what I see. Neither can I be sure that what I see is true. Clearly, I am not fit, but there is a part of me that has a thirst for you, and the sugary acidic sweets that I choose to consume are not enough to fill the deficit. I need more of you. I want to look like you. I want your traits to cross dimensional lines to make it past the volume of space and time between us. I want you to have everything to do with the woman that I am today. At this point, I am tense with ideas of my identity coming from every side, putting pressure on me, and only from one half of a direction am I receiving 100% good, because in every situation I find myself in, I have not done as I should. See, I speak, but I his hands, and we disappear into the night. You already know this, but I will say that I am a double-sided, both 2- and 3-dimensional figure, and I do not make sense. I get tired of light hitting the phobia of my spiritual and natural eye, displaying frustrating images that do nothing but disappoint me, so I close them and disappear into the tissues of my own frontal lobe. I am thinking and constantly being electrocuted by the nerve of my own thoughts, and so I hope to make it into the neurological synapse so that I can become my own drug, my own antidepressant, my own solution, because I claim you, yet I still feel as if I am losing. And what is most confusing is that I can remember when I set the concept of love upon the edge of a balcony 3,160,000 feet above the ground, and I dared you to show me that it was worth holding on to. And you did. Now I can never pretend that this belief is an option. But I see that you take pleasure in it when I challenge you. There's everyone here that he loves when I challenge him. So, this is your chance. You said that before you formed me in my mother's womb, you knew me.